What is up, Postal Besties? It is your girl Creole Barbie alongside with
Miracle.
And we're back again with episode 12 of Moving the Mail. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to actually go ahead and get right into the segment because we are moving the mail again today. But before I do that, I'm going to actually go ahead and give a few shout outs to everyone who engaged within our last video. You guys, interaction is highly important, especially with my moving the mail segments or with Miracle.
Absolutely.
You guys don't know the measures and lengths I had to come to in order to even be able to get Miracle here with me.
Absolutely.
In the studio, okay?
Absolutely.
So you guys, be sure to comment in the comment section below. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge those who've been doing that.
What we got?
So the first person I would actually want to go ahead and give a shout out to is Pagadonti. Now Pagadonti said, my girls with the info, with the fire emoji, and also the praise hand. So shout out to Pagadonti for actually engaging with us.
Thank you for the support.
Cause y'all know we be dropping them gems, you guys. Okay?
Absolutely.
We highly talk about the environment within the post office, especially within the plant.
That's right.
Life as a clerk, life
That's
as
right.
the postal employees.
Life during probation.
Yes, it's not all peaches and cream.
It's not.
So we give you an insight in case you haven't experienced that yet.
Absolutely.
Another person I want to give a shout out to is Lineside82. And Lineside 82 really made me laugh because I have a hard time doing 8, but 12 with the laughing emoji.
That was funny.
But last and not least, I definitely have to give my girl Jordan for the win.
It's always Jordan. That's my girl.
A shout out.
Thank you, Jordan. We appreciate you.
Jordan says, still watching, but want to say I really appreciate the two of you.
Thank you.
Miracle dropped a lot of gems, especially the importance of paper trail and walking away from a possible conflict to calm down and rethink the situation.
Absolutely.
And possible outcomes of decisions that can be made in the heat of the moment.
Absolutely.
Jordan for the win also said this. She said, I also did my first sweeping on one of the APPS. It was a lot of work, especially when the mail got stuck coming off the conveyor belts and moving the cages and boxes, etc. But I thought about your sweeping experience stories and didn't feel so stressed.
Shout out to Jordan. We love you, girl. We thank you for the support. We thank everybody for the support.
Definitely. I mean, me and Miracle has been doing this for a while now. You guys, when I tell you guys that it's highly important, and I feel like when individuals bring you into the postal life,
absolutely,
and share knowledge that it's about, and it's not always about giving certain kinds of information because things happen.
Things happen.
And like you said, we can work every single day and we face challenges within the workplace itself.
Y'all don't even want to know what type of week I had. I don't even want to go into detail.
Oh, we are going to go into details because I hate to say this, but that is the first conversation we're going to have in the Moving the Mail segment.
Okay.
So since we're talking about your week, Miss Miracle, now you guys know that we just approached Columbus Day. So everyone got their overtime. They got those holiday pays. They got those 6 and 7 days.
Period.
Now, I'm going to talk to Miracle about change of schedule during holiday week.
Absolutely.
Will it mess up your overtime or holiday pay?
No, it's not supposed to. The problem is a lot of the MDOs, they don't do their jobs. You're supposed to have a schedule change entered way before any type of holiday. Because I don't know if you guys know, but technically, according to postal policy, you're not supposed to request a schedule change during the holiday week. you go back to your original schedule. So no, it will not mess up your 6th day, your 7th day, whatever day you're working on, it will not affect it. It's not supposed to.
So if a person is having a schedule change and they go back into their original schedule, because I see that a lot. Absolutely. With some of the people on tour 3, they were actually brought back on tour 3.
Absolutely. From
tour 2 until after the holiday.
Absolutely.
But if you aren't and you're actually in an active schedule change, that technically shouldn't be your fault, because a schedule change should have been allowed for that week.
In the first place, for the holiday week.
Right.
So it never falls back on the employees. It's the MDOs and the SDOs. It was a simple mistake that was made.
So how do a person go about correcting it?
So I would say do your best to reach out to the MDOs, but that's only if they're willing to help you. Because y'all already know that 9 times out of 10, they do a lot of blaming us.
I agree.
I also feel like a lot of the MDOs, they won't take accountability for making these types of mistakes. A schedule change is not supposed to be allowed past a holiday anyways. They're supposed to cut it off that week before. See what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if they make that mistake and you're still on a schedule change during the holiday week, you can fight it, but somewhat they're going to try to put the blame on the employees. So it really ain't worth the fight.
No, not
I would say take that small L. Well, it don't necessarily even have to be an L. You can say, let's save that big pay for another day. Because y'all can work overtime anytime they call it and make up. My personal advice.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Because we are moving the mail, Miracle.
We're moving the mail, y'all.
Let's go ahead and get into some concerns.
What's some concerns?
So the concerns that a lot of people are having nowadays are our contract. Did you know that our contract expired, so we currently are not under a contract with the APW?
Absolutely.
So some people feel like because of that, there's chances that a lot of individuals are getting more disciplinaries or even terminations because we're not in contract. So,
wow.
How do you feel about that? Because I was told, and I actually did my research on this. So basically, one thing that management agreed to is that until we actually have an actual new contract, they will still refer back to our old contract.
Right.
For things such as disciplinaries, pay, or things like that. So, do you feel like that might be a myth? Do you see more people getting terminated now? Because I've saw a lot of people get terminated.
Yeah, and I'm not going to even lie to you. I was wondering about that because it seemed like they've been pretty much cracking down. Is it because they know the contract is ended? Are the SDOs and NDOs taking advantage?
I feel like maybe so. I do feel like it's important for people to understand and kind of get in contact with the union.
Okay.
To see exactly
what's really going on.
Yeah, what is really going on.
Is this true or false? Because, you know, a lot of times it's hearsay, she say. Most of the time, a lot of people don't really know what they're talking about. They're just passing around information that they don't even know is accurate.
Exactly.
So it's really important, you guys, that you go and speak to your union.
Now, for those of you that have been with the USPS for quite some time, I know you guys are not new to this, but you're definitely true to this.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, comment in the comment section below if you guys actually witnessed this. Because I'm pretty sure by being there for quite some time, you saw contracts expire and you saw new ones form. However, in the middle of not having a contract, will the USPS refer back to the old contract until the new one is put in place?
Because I want to know.
I'm going to go ahead and jump a little further.
Okay.
So some of the things that I want to talk to you about right now, Miracle, is how does behind the scenes postal employees provide customer service? So I call us the behind the scene workers for the postal service because we're not on the forefront. We don't speak with customers.
Right.
Individuals don't see what we do or actually acknowledge and realize what we actually do.
Right.
So, but how do we provide customer service to the customers? Because we know how carriers provide customer service,
We gotta process their mail.
And what are some ways that we provide good customer service to the customers?
Make sure y'all not tearing up their mail in the machines.
Okay.
Make sure y'all are not being just carefree with other people's mail, because you have to remember your mail is in there too.
Absolutely.
Would you want somebody throwing your mail around, tossing your mail everywhere, ripping it up, shredding it into pieces? I do get it, they can reprint it, but just be mindful that you get mail too.
Absolutely. And if you do have unforeseen circumstances where you may rip someone's mail up
by accident,
put it in a bag. It has a bag that says sorry. It explains that the machine destroyed the mail for this reason, and put it in the appropriate area to assure that this person gets their mail. But I always am careful when I see checks.
Yes.
Checks.
Because you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know if they're in dying need for their money.
Yes.
Or how long they've waited.
Yes. And I mean, that will suck. To have a check, because banks will not cash your check if it's ripped.
Absolutely, they have to reprint it.
Yes, so
and it takes some time. Like, we don't know what the process is with that.
Yes, so you guys just keep all this in mind when it comes to providing the best customer service you can provide as a behind-the-scenes workers for the Postal Service. All right, so Miracle, I'm gonna actually put you in on something here. And that's the importance of saving sick leave.
Yes.
So I had a conversation with one of the veterans. So why is saving sick leave important to you before I actually tell you how I feel about the situation?
Because you can build up your annual. I had another veteran tell me this. Just because you get your annual fronted every year, you blow through that before you blow through your sick leave. And why is that? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Why is that? Let us know in the comment below, guys, why y'all think people blow through their annual before they blow through their sick leave.
I do feel like, depending on whoever certain supervisors, when you ask for certain sick leave, they kind of want some type of documentation. Like, everybody don't approve you sick leave just to go on a little vacation.
Right.
So almost you would have to call in to be able to use your sick leave.
Absolutely.
If you could have had it prearranged, then sometimes, because it is sick leave and it falls under the sick leave category, they may say, well, okay, I need documentation for using your sick leave.
Absolutely. And okay, let me ask you this, sis. Do you think that some people do use their sick leave not for sick purposes?
I mean, they probably do.
Does it matter?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. That's what your time that you accumulated for you.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, you have to come to work to accumulate that time.
Absolutely.
So if you're not using it on it, and I feel like this, if you don't want to come to the Postal Service because of whatever reason, that can fall under a part of the mental health day.
Absolutely.
So that's a form of sick leave in my opinion.
Absolutely. And make sure that just because y'all think that when y'all getting fronted y'all's annual in January that it's accurate, always double check.
Yeah.
Because I found out they shorted me 20 hours last January and they had to turn around and give it
Okay, so
I knew something was wrong because my husband, so they keep on forgetting that we both work here. And I thought maybe he got an additional 20 hours because he's been here a couple of months longer than me. But no, I literally found out from the union that we were supposed to get the same.
Wow.
Because both of our year fall under the same star year. It doesn't matter about the month difference.
Now you do know this, we're now getting 6 hours of annual. So when you hit that 3rd year mark, you accumulate on the annual. So you elevate from 4 hours of pay period till 6.
That's amazing.
That's almost a day.
That's amazing.
This is why I tell people to hang on.
Hang on.
It might seem stressful. Things might happen, but at the end of the day, let no one trick you out your position.
Don't let nobody cause so much confusion that you can't go in there and get your bag and go home.
That's it. That's all it's about at the end of the day. It's basically getting what you need.
That's right.
And leaving.
So you can survive. You can have you a place to live. You can have you a nice car. You can take care of yourself. You don't have to be codependent of anybody.
And you never know, within the government agencies and entities, you can actually elevate into different government agencies.
Absolutely.
Just like with Homeland Security.
Absolutely.
One of the ways that you actually serve in the military or you work into the government.
Absolutely.
You work for the government. So you guys, keep in mind, you don't always have to be in the Postal Service. There's other government sectors you can be a part of. But it's up for you guys to do your own research to see where you belong.
Absolutely.
But I thank you guys for watching Moving the Mail segment alongside with Miracle. Be sure to comment in the comment section below. You guys, stay connected with me because the more content that I bring, I'm going to require some interaction. And with interaction comes what? Giveaways.
Absolutely.
So y'all this giveaway, be sure to bring on the interaction, okay? In the meantime, I love you guys as always, and we're clocking out.